What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today is Sunday, March 29th. Actually not doing a gig apps today. Actually going on a little vacation. So apparently my wife had told me she has never ever been to Washington, D.C. So I'm like, well, she actually wanted to go to Washington, D.C. I haven't been in D.C. in like almost 20 years. So it'd be nice to see what D.C. has got going on. So I got the bag, got my camera gear, and for those of y'all wondering what kind of camera gear I got, I have a Canon R8 with the Sigma, was this 18 to 35, and I got also a Sigma 70 to 200. Now the reason I got this camera was because I was actually thinking about going into photography when I had was doing gig apps. I'm like, I'm going to like a whole bunch of nice places. I thought that, you know, maybe getting into photography would be a good thing. Never happened. So I'm just stuck with this lens. Even though it is a beautiful lens, I rarely use it, but I'm not selling it because I spent a pretty penny for this one. So yeah. So we going down to DC. It's going to be about 3.5 hour drive to get there. I'm going to go see a few museums, maybe go out to eat sometime or something. I don't know. But I mean, I'm actually glad we're taking this trip now because it's spring break and it actually gives me a chance to like really drive this car to see like what I like about it, if there are any issues that need to be addressed, stuff like that. You know, long distances are the best things for vehicles. So let's finish getting packed up and get ruined for that. And my wife does not want to be on camera at all, so y'all will not be seeing her. She doesn't like a lot of y'all, especially a certain someone, I think Warren Johnson, because he be talking some shit about me on there, and my wife didn't like it. So I don't even know why you even back on my channel, Warren Johnson, but you know what? It's cool. You act right, you get to stay. So let me go get my wife so we can get ready to go. So the trip just started and we already almost got into an accident because some stupid lady was not paying attention to the lane that she was going in when we were merging onto the I-95. As a matter of fact, she's coming up right now when it's white Acura next to us. Because I'm going straight and she's just coming in from the side and she almost hit us over there. People out here drive like dumbasses. Like she had no sense of urgency, didn't even look. I had to honk at her like for like 5 seconds for her to realize that she was about to hit me. Not a good way to start this trip off. So we finally made it to Washington, D.C. Now this whole parking situation is like the worst I have seen anywhere. Like there are cars everywhere, people just trying to find their ways in and out, and that's a push. It's crazy out here. There you go. It's a small door. All right. So we finally made it out of that damn parking lot. It's like a maze in there. Now we gotta find our way to get to our first stop, which is the Museum of African History? African American History. See if we can find it. Yeah, the traffic out here is absolutely crazy. So a lot more people than we expected to be here. All right, so we're finally getting this little adventure started in the African American History Museum. No selfie sticks, so this is all handheld, so I apologize if things look a little wonky. That's pretty cool. The elevator. That's 706. 14. used to use. That's all right. No, you're good. Right here. Gigantic thing is the cabin that some slave family used to live in. How the hell did they get in here? It's a good question. And here we have, I guess, the segregated train car back in the 60s. We got some really wild stuff in there. Ready? Check them time.
Daddy, why are the colored people sitting on the other part of the train?
Oh, we can't sit.
But why?
So how did you do this here?
Oh, they have bathrooms on the trains? Shit. Okay. Oh, so this is the colored section. This is the colored section. Oh,
I'm
look at
hungry.
that.
Can we go
Whites
get some
only.
food?
No, baby, we can't. But I brought you some food.
That's it for the black
White
section.
folks can eat it.
But why?
Baby, it's too loud. It ain't right. But that's what we have to do in the South.
But I mean, the fact that they even have like bathrooms on the train is like different. Yeah, this is a wild, wild museum. I mean, I'm seeing some stuff in here, like cake, clan mass. I'm like, ugh. Right? Mm-hmm. This Oprah Winfrey set. Surprised they have this in the museum, but it's cool though.
The street party throughout East and West Berlin.
Oh man, rest in peace. And I believe this is the last exhibit in this museum. Got a smell there, though. Oh, this is dope. Queen Latifah. Outkast. Got the shirt Michael Jackson wore. And what was it, Brazil? Huh?
What?
Brazil, he did this one? They don't care about us? Brazil, that's a shirt. All right, guys, so we just got out of the African American History Museum. A lot of that stuff was, especially on like the bottom floor, a lot of that stuff was very, very dark with the slavery and the segregated train cars and the houses. It's crazy. I think the craziest thing that I actually could not record in there. So as I was saying, I think the most heaviest thing that they have in this museum is they have Emmett Till's actual casket in here. Like that just threw me off big time. I'm like, but you know, top floor, South floor was cool with all the sports and the entertainment. That was cool. I liked it a lot. It's just be warned coming here. You know, if you got little kids, they have signs up telling you if it's appropriate for kids to see. So I wouldn't even bring them to the bottom floors in this place. All right, we're gonna go find something to eat. All right, guys, so now we on our way to go get some food and go to our hotel. And we just driving through DC, and this looks just like the hood. It looks like Brooklyn. You know, they got the hood part, You got the nice part in like Manhattan where all the tourists go. But I mean, looks just like home to me. Okay, so nice and simple, nothing too crazy for our little getaway. So, bathroom, you know, nothing spectacular. It's a bathroom. It'll do. It'll do. All right. So I'm gonna test the bed. It's a bed. It'll work. It'll work. Any view outside? No view outside. All right, I guess we're gonna get rested up for tonight. All right, y'all, it's about 7 o'clock. Went to take a little nap, even though I ain't sleep much, just closed my eyes really. Gonna go back out, see what the nightlife is like in Washington, D.C. Definitely not going away from like the Washington, D.C. area, like with all the Congress building where the Lincoln Memorial stuff is. Definitely not going off that, because I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a lot of National Guard and police, you know, walking around the streets and whatnot. Don't want to get involved with nothing going on there. So, you know, just gonna play it safe this time. All right, guys, focus on me. So we are at the place where Lincoln's statue is at, and then behind me we have the, where are you? Whoop. Long way. Got the Lincoln Memorial in the background. So this is kind of the best I can do. I'm on my camera, so it's not as wide as if I was on my DJI. So this is the best I can do. It's nighttime. I get a lot better footage on this camera than I do DJI. So let's look. This thing is humongous, man. Like, even though it's past 8 o'clock, there's still a lot of people out here too. It's crazy. I see the head. I'm seeing the head. Oop. All right, here we go. There's a lot of people out here still. You recording too? Mm-hmm. Excuse me. There we go. Ooh.
Where's the other toys?
Wow, that's a lot of damn people. Jesus. Excuse me. There we go. There we go. All in His glory. And I think Martin Luther King had a speech in the middle there. There's a lot of damn people out here at almost 8:30. It's epic though. And here we have the Korean War Veteran Memorial. It's a bit hard to see right now because there's not much lighting going on here, but it's the best I could do. American flag, monument. There you go. That's dope. And we have the Washington Monument in all its glory. The water looks so beautiful here. Look at this. If only it wasn't windy. And we're back at the hotel room. Just finished eating this cheap little salad they got over here. Surprisingly, there is a 7-Eleven, Qdoba, Five Guys, all downstairs, and they're all closed. So I couldn't get no decent food for the night. We got Wendy's earlier. That's really all I had. That Wendy's and this thing. But yeah, today that museum was very eye-opening. It was kind of disturbing at some points, but you know what? It is part of the American history, unfortunately. But even though we have gone through a lot, still, grateful for being born in this country and not somewhere else. And I'm aware that there are people out here that will obviously argue against this, saying, "Oh, this is not the greatest country," but no one can tell me a country that's greater than the United States of America, that has as much freedom as the United States of America, that has as much opportunity. Like, people will literally trade places with anybody just to be here. And for everyone saying that this country is absolutely horrible, I don't see them going anywhere else. I'm just saying, it's just me talking. It is the end of the night. I've been up since like 6 o'clock, so I'm tired. That 3-hour drive, even though I wasn't doing much driving, it's still a lot having to keep my eyes on the road, It's going on 11 o'clock. I'm tired. I'm ready for bed, so I'll catch you guys in the morning. All right, y'all. Day number 2. Starting the day off with some working out. So this is actually the first time I've been to a gym at a hotel. I usually don't do that. And this is actually the first time I worked out this entire year. That is terrible. So I got the 50s. Working with the 50s right now. Trying to get the blood pumping. Not doing legs today because we're going to do a lot of walking today. So we finish up my workout. Get back upstairs. We can go get something to eat. All right, so we're going for it. No baby weights or anything.
Gotta stay prayed up.
Yeah.
Oh, hey guys. Sorry, I forgot the silence of my phone. I was just praying. Classic Jesus. That's why we're calling. Hallowed? This Lent? Absolutely. Sweet. Pray every day this Lent on Hallowed. Stay prayed up.
Donate your car and help support Tunnel Towers. Your car will be there we go. So call T2T at 8.
There we go.
Donate your car today.
And breakfast is served. Yeah, good today. All right, breakfast was good, and we left right before the kids got in, so perfect timing. We're gonna head back to DC, do some more exploring today. So we on the move again, looking for the Capitol building, right? Yep, Capitol building. Take some pictures over there, see what's happening, see if we can see Mr. Presidente. If not, then, it's whatever. Just kidding. And there's the Capitol building where all the bullshit goes down in Congress and whatnot. It's like no one here can figure out how to do anything right. So, there you go. It's nice and serene out here, though. Got them ducks in the pond. And I do apologize if it's a bit shaky. This lens does not have stabilization on it. No, it's all handheld. And there seems to be some type of small protest going over here. There's some very vulgar things on that. Whose penis, whose body, who's right? I don't know. Okay.
People who protest anything. That's a nice view.
Circumcision is Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Hold on. And this is the Supreme Court building. All these buildings look very, I don't know the word for it. Yeah, I can't think of the word right now for it, but.
Like Renaissance?
Yeah, Renaissance. Very Renaissance. This Capitol building, the White House. Crazy. So, like who? They ride horses over here. So my wife just brought up a very interesting thing about the kind of people we see over here. All I see is white, Asian, Indian people. Absolutely no black people over here. Why? I have no idea. But I do like how everything out here is free. Like we can go inside the Capitol building for free. All the museums are free. Only thing we really have to pay for on this trip, parking. That's basically it. But if you do come here, you do have to have a registration for the museums. That's basically it. Have y'all ever seen a white squirrel before? There you go. Wow, that's very interesting. There go another one over there. White squirrels. And for our second part of our trip, we are at the Space Museum. Viking lander. So this is the one that went on Mars. Looks like they're missing a piece. Looks like it's broken. This is the Wright brothers' weird airplane that they flown in. Huh. Interesting. And for all you car lovers, this is what Rolls-Royce used to make. Jet engines, the actual engine themselves. Damn, massive. 7,000 pounds, that's Rolls-Royce. That is sick. All right, so we just finished up with the National Aerospace Museum. It was meh, honestly. Not really something I'll be interested in, but if it was like a car museum, yeah, but aviation, not so much. It was meh, right? Yeah, meh. All right, y'all, so we're going to our final destinations for our DC trip. And I have to say, the parking situation over here in DC is really bad because a lot of these signs are extremely confusing. You have all these empty spots over here and there's like nowhere to park. It took us a while to find a parking spot that I can actually keep putting my car in. Like I had to ask the police like if I could park there. I'm like, they don't even know what's going on over here. It's crazy. All right, we got a few more stops to go. Then we're gonna be headed back to Jersey. So apparently we cannot go see the White House because every single block that turns into the White House closed. It's all gated off like this. I mean, the White House is all the way back there. Can't see it from here, so I guess this is it. All right, so actually we did find the White House. We were on the wrong side of the place the whole time.
Because it wasn't like...
But I'm like, everything over here is restricted. And they got something going on over here. I don't know. I don't know what's going on over there. There it is, all the way back there in the trees. You know what? I really wish we had thought of doing this yesterday because we would have missed out on a lot of headache trying to find different parking garages to go to. We should have just rode our bikes and got them out here, so why not? And this will be our last stop. Ooh, fix my camera. This will be our last stop of our DC trip, the Lincoln Memorial. Last night it was very, very hard to see. And actually, there doesn't seem to be as many people as there is yesterday than there was today. All right, here we go. Steps don't look too bad. The ramp? Oh, that is an awesome view. Almost there? There we go. Yeah, this was not as bad as it was last night. Lord, I'm telling you. We're taking pictures. What's on this side? All right, guys, vacation is just about over. Now we're about to head back to Jersey. Be back at work tomorrow, or my day off, depending on how tired I am after this drive. Well, see you guys later.